If George moved everything outside before the man returned, there'd be time to go to Lake Wanasink Lake. That old ironing board slowed him down. But maybe it was just the thing to help him move all this stuff much faster. The door obviously wasn't the best launching place. The house had lots of windows. One of them had to be the right spot.
Looks like Reuse Your Junk Day's pretty successful.
Yep. If we have no use for something, that doesn't mean it's trash. Someone else can use its part, so it's not wasted.
Great. Oh, I'll be back with another load soon. My monkey's stacking it all up for me. Bye.
Well, I wish I had a monkey.
Unfortunately, it had taken a lot of experimenting to find that spot. It looked like George's chances to go fishing might be sunk.
Wow, George, I'm sort of impressed you moved all the Rankin stuff outside so fast. And I bet there's a story behind why it's scattered all over the yard, huh? Oh, tell me later at Lake Wanasink Lake. We can finish this quick. You've got the job half done.
Using the right tools and a little bit of elbow grease, it seemed like there was nothing a man and a monkey couldn't do.
Whew. All done. We'll still have plenty of time for fun. Hi! So how'd it go?
Oh, Big Bertha only won first prize.
Wow, fantastic.
It was the most pleasurable plum pumpkin playoff possible.
I see you got it all. Good job.
George did most of it.
I just have one question.
What's that?
Which one of you taught my pigs to read?
Any chance you remember what key goes where? I got it! If we put them back in the same order we took them off, they'll be in the right order.
Hey, Aunt Margaret, I just want to see if my xylophone is here yet.
Betsy was here. And her xylophone was there.
Oh, good. You're here. Silly me. I was worried something might have gone wrong.
What could go wrong?
But I'll be back. I want to practice my solo one more time.
Okay, here's what we do. I'll keep Betsy distracted while you put the xylophone back together.
The notes didn't climb stairs anymore.
Betsy, for crying out loud, I'm in 3rd grade already. Oh, Betsy, wait!
What did you do with my xylophone?
Now, Betsy, don't get sore.
What was that? My xylophone! George?
This was hopeless. George was never going to figure out how to put on those keys. This key had a number on it. And so did that one. They all had numbers. The first was 8. What comes after 8? 6 was all roundy like 8. They just looked right together. But they didn't sound right, and time was running out. What if 8 wasn't the place to start? Maybe number 1 came first, like in counting. George could count to 5, and the clock helped him get to 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Trouble was, he had 3 keys left.
All right, stand in front of the risers. I want to get a group photo.
Oh, but Aunt Margaret, I have to find George and my xylophone.
Oh, this'll only take a second, dear.
Where did those last 3 keys go? George couldn't count to 15. Each key was smaller than the one before it. Maybe...
Oh!
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Only one way to test if he'd gotten it right.
Say cheese.
Hey! That looks like...
And the notes climbed the stairs.
my xylophone! Hey, what'd you do to it? I can't believe you fixed it!
Huh?
This key always used to wobble. Oh, thanks, George.
so it gets lots of air.
George took his compost container back to the city with him, in case he found other plants in need. This plant looked hungry. Fortunately, George knew what to do. There was no compost left. George knew what to do about this, too.
George, is something wrong? Oh, gotta get that. Wow. Thanks for doing the dishes without being asked, George. But I wasn't finished eating. Well, okay. I'll be in my room reading if you need me.
Leftovers, leaves, grass, dirt, water. And air. George had it all. It was enough for their plants. But what about the poor lobby plants? What about all the starving plants? George needed to make enough for everybody. When you're making a big batch of compost, you need a lot of places to put it. Hundley had been thinking. That much dirt and a monkey had to make something sloppy, and he was going to find it.
I didn't buy strawberries.
Hundley smelled a tree. Or a watermelon. A watermelon tree?
Spaghetti? No. Fruit. Fruit-getti? What? Where? Hey, Hundley. I bet your nose can get to the bottom of this.
Hundley's nose was the perfect tool for this job.
Why is my flour jar here? George? George, you can make compost in the city, just not in the house. It needs a proper bin. So it gets the right amount of air and light and doesn't smell. Or give me weird dreams. We're gonna have a lot of leftover compost.
Did someone say compost? My tropical plants could use some composting.
Ooh, compost bins. Oh, my tea roses would love some.
A few weeks later, the building had the healthiest plants on the block.
Ew.
George?
The driveway was smoother, but it was a hill. What George really needed for his test was a smooth, flat surface. A smooth, flat, hard surface.
I like bowling. How about you? Huh. Sounds like we're in for a thunderstorm. George? George, what was that loud noise? Oh, George, no. I heard that all the way upstairs. It's okay. I don't want to scuff them before the tournament. Ooh, it's time. We've got to hurry or I'll be late. All set?
George couldn't wait for the man to open his bag and find the polished bowling ball. The ball was in the house.
Okay. Bowl more lanes, here we come.
George had to get that bowling ball to the man, and quick. But how? And then George saw it. The road was like a big bowling lane with gutters. The bowling ball was good at rolling downhill. And if there was one thing George was good at, it was rolling gutter balls.
Boy, he is off to a red-hot start today.
He rolled that ball so fast, I didn't even see him wind up there.
Do you know what just happened?
And that's how George bowled a gutter ball that was also his very first strike.
When Mrs. Quint asked for help setting up a surprise party for Mr. Quint's birthday, George was almost ready.
Whoa! It's not my birthday, George. I'm not supposed to get surprised.
He's home early.
Not yet, George.
Well, hey there, young fellas.
Ooh, looks like you sprung a leak. Bad luck today, huh?
Well, not all bad. Got to see part of the river I never saw before. The bottom. Well, I gotta change my soggy socks.
Don't. I mean, come to our house. We want to build a fish pond and need expert advice about fish.
Well, sure. Well, let me just get some dry clothes.
Here, dry clothes. Go help him.
All right, Mother, if you say so.
Huh? No Quint can resist fish crackers. They may come in handy.
Hello?
Oh, it's Mrs. Quint. Disaster. The bakery truck broke down, so they can't deliver the birthday cake.
Don't worry, I can go pick it up.
Oh, thank you. It's at Mr. Pescado's bakery over in Franklin Square.
George, it's your job to keep the Quints here so the surprise isn't wrecked, okay?
Eating this many crackers would keep the Quints here a long time. Somehow, this didn't look fair.
Those look delicious.
My brother's wife requested I proceed here to provide backup. Hey, Clint, happy birthday. Hey, Flint, happy birthday.
Hey, Wint, happy birthday. Oh, didn't you know, George? All us Quints were born together. Of course, I'm the oldest, by 2 minutes.
The Quints were triplets. Now George had 3 people to yell surprise at.
Well, that's the same juice. Okay, we'll stay here so we don't have to wait for fish crackers.
Fish crackers. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
George had to admit he had no juice.
Happy birthday, boys.
Happy birthday.
George, meet our sister, Sprint Quint, the track star. She won 3 Olympic gold medals.
Oh, pshaw. That was long ago. Count 'em. 3.
The Quints were quadruplets. Now George had 4 people to yell surprise at. This was the best.
Flint, Wint, Sprint, happy birthday.
Happy birthday. George, meet our sister, Mint Quint. She prints money for the government.
Want samples of my latest work?
How could one little monkey keep 5 Quints here without juice?
George! It's me. Everything's ready. You did a great job.
Look, more fish crackers. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Fish crackers?
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Okay.
Hundley and the doorman had built the most amazing train set ever. There was a future town, a farm town, and even a mountain town.
The western town goes right there. Relax, Hundley.
George and his friends will be very careful.
Sure.
Absolutely.
But before Hundley knew it, the West was done.
Uh-oh. The track is missing a pin. See? There it is.
Oh, excuse me.
Sorry.
The pin was lost,
Don't worry, we'll find it.
but the apartment was a wreck.
Hey, good idea, George. We can make sifters with our fingers. First we had you, then we lost you. Wish we'd see you once again. First we had you, then we...
Howdy, Deputy. Time to mosey over to the tracks.
The deputy was confident it would all go without a hitch. But suddenly, a stranger rode in. A stranger could be bad news.
Want to come see the train tracks get joined?
Citizens of Prairieville, welcome to the ceremony for the joining of the rails.
What?
Oh dear, I've lost the pin.
Here it is.
Sorry. Excuse me.
Oh no!
Need a hand, partner?
We feel just awful about losing the pin. This is hopeless.
The deputy thought she might be right. There was too much sand. Then the stranger realized all they needed was a sifter. Something with holes that would let the dirt out but keep the pin in. Suddenly, the stranger knew what to do. If he wanted a sifter with holes the right size, he'd have to make it himself. This was bigger than the pin from the box. If the stranger used it to make holes, the pin would fall through them. But this was a perfect size nail. It would make a hole that would let the dirt out, but keep the pin in.
Well, I'll be.
There it is.
Great job, Deputy.
Hey, there it is.
Way to go, Hadley.
You've got the best sifter of all.
Yeah, your nose. Now, who should put in the pin? We don't want to lose it again.
Hey, my town! It's all set up. Aw, and you saved the last pin for me.
Hundley was happy the train was back on track.
This is great! And I've got the perfect name for it. Hundleyville. What do you think of that, Hundley? Hundley?
Prairieville was neat and clean, had the best sheriff you've ever seen.
Hop in. Oh, I get it. You want to be launched like a new ship, huh? All right, here we go. Into the sea. You're tickling me. Look, I know you took a bath already this morning, but you're muddy, George. No. Hey, look at all the fun bubbles. See? George! George, aren't you gonna take a bath? Are you gonna take a bath tonight? You don't know? Tomorrow? Ever? Oh, well, I can't have a muddy monkey messing up the apartment. Okay, George, forget about giving yourself a bath. How about we give your truck a bath?
George loved making bubbles anywhere. He didn't need a tub. A bucket of water and a little soap worked too. They were so light and shining.
Oh.
Hi, guys. Oh, you're looking good, George. Well, at least the right half of you is. I guess someone's due for half a bath.
I wish, but George won't take a bath anymore. I don't get it.
Maybe George feels he's getting too old for a bath.
Of course, that's it. Turn on the water, George, and see what happens. Oh. George. George. Okay. Won't take baths, won't take showers.
They fooled me the first time I tried them, too.
It doesn't matter what shape bubble maker you use, they'll always turn out round.
All this bubble making made George miss Springy even more.
Sharky, you're more mud than dog. Hey, George, would you help me? Could you wash Sharky's ball?
Don't be shy about getting some of that clean water on yourself.
Of course. The park. The mud. Sharky!
No, 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 you're getting dirtier. George, slow down. Okay, I'll meet you back home. Wow. You beat me home. Why were we racing? George, you're taking a bath? Okay then, enjoy. Wow. I wonder what that was all about.
A bath just wouldn't be a bath without Bubbles and Springy.
Today was a busy day at George's apartment. Professor Wiseman was coming to dinner, and the man with the yellow hat wanted everything to be just right.
I have an idea. Why don't I finish getting the apartment ready and you go to the store? Great, let's make a list. Okay, I need carrots for my famous carrot cake. Cucumbers for my famous cucumber soup. And apples for my famous bowl of apples.
Welcome to Hua Mai Grocery and Takeout. It's our grand opening.
George thought the food looked delicious. But the fruits and vegetables looked different somehow. Next on the list, red round apples. Now this looked like an apple. Were these carrots? George didn't know for sure, but they looked like carrots and were bunched up like carrots.
Here you are. Thank you very much.
But this is a pomegranate, George, not an apple. Yes, and I don't know what these other things are.
I'm sorry. I can't read this. Why don't we taste some things, and then maybe you can find what you want?
Even the ones that smelled bad were delicious. George wasn't sure what he had bought, but he knew it all tasted good.
Yeah, that's great. Then would you slice the cucumbers into the soup and put the apples in the fruit bowl? Thanks, George. What is that awful smell? George, thanks for finishing the soup. It smells strange. Is this a cucumber? It tastes like eggplant. It is eggplant. So what did you put in the carrot cake? Is this some kind of radish? Radish cake and eggplant soup and a smelly fruit bowl. Interesting.
George couldn't understand it.
Well, we still have, 10 minutes. Oh well, I guess we should just order takeout.
Huh? Ooh, yeah!
George! Perfect timing!
George? Is that your name?
Hello. I am Win Kwang An, owner of the Hua Mai Grocery and Takeout. This is my wife, Hua, and daughter, Mai.
Oh, well, hello.
Hi.
We've brought you eggplant curry, bun tit nung with nuk kyum, a fish sauce with daikon radish.
Ooh, I love that sauce.
Bitter melon soup? Sa hat lo, which is pomegranate seeds in coconut cream and durian shakes.
It all looks great. And there's so much. Would you join us?
Huh? We would be honored.
A few days later, George headed back to Hua Mai.
Here you go. Hi, look at all our takeout customers. Someone's been talking.
Me! I told everyone I know about how great the food is, and I know a lot of people.
But don't worry, George. You'll always be customer number 1.